Hi, this is Heidi Caswell here, WordPress 101 for Boomers. And if you've gone ahead and set up your WordPress site, you have it set up, and this will help those who are just really concerned about whether to put the www or not, or even about your IP address. The whole issue here is when the search engines search your site, you don't want them to believe that you have several different sites when it really is just one site. It's possible for www.yourdomainname.com go to, they might think that's one site, and they might think without the www that it's another site, or even the IP address. Now, I found that the search engines get smarter all the time, and I've also found that the WordPress does a great job too. When you set up your WordPress site, you set it up so that it's going to automatically go to without the www or with the www, depending on what you set up in your settings. Let me show you. Okay, here I am in the dashboard under the settings and the general settings. And when you go in there, they have you put the WordPress address URL, the site URL. Like on this one, if you want your home page to be something different than the directory you installed it in, because maybe you installed it and it was like empowerment.com/blog, and you wanted something else, and that's what the address you might put on for people to go to the site for your homepage. But what I'm doing right here is I have the sites there. I don't use the www, I just use it plain. To me, there's just a little bit more things to type. I'd rather not type them, and so I leave them out. Other people may want them in. It doesn't matter. Whatever you feel like is best for you, do it that way. Save it. And then what you're going to do is every time you type in a link to their site, you're going to, in a post, on a page, any place you put it, you're going to use it with the HTTP, just like what you put in here, either with the www or without the www. And then WordPress will take care of the rest. As you can see, mine is here. It's without it. If I was to go to this site here, and I typed in the www, see where it goes. Okay, I have them in there, and it automatically redirects it without the www. If I set it up the other way, and it had the wwws on the site, and I typed it without it, it would still go there. And this has it one way. Because I don't have the w's, then in my links, if I have a link on a poster somewhere to the site, I don't use the w's. And you just be consistent in what you do. Now there's a cool site that's called woorank.com, and you can go put your URL in it of your site, and it'll give you some great tips of things you can do to make your site better, and it lets you know, like a lot of other information besides that, what type of people are coming to your site, and it'll give you things that you can fix. And one thing I saw in here, this has got to do with the canonicalization again, and it says the IP. Now it says low impact. In other words, this is really not having a big high impact on my site, so it does not need to be one of the first things I go in and fix. However, it is an easy one to fix. What it's telling me is my IP address. That goes with your domain name. The IP address is where my site's at. That, you know, my domain name will forward to it. This is showing you that if someone types that IP address in by itself, they will actually go with the IP address, not the site, like I did when I put the www. It took me to Boom Empowerment without the www. Let me show you. Okay, here it is. So they may think it's a separate site. Before I go change it, do they really think it's another site, or do they know? Here it is with the site, and it comes up with pages on the site that are indexed, and nothing's indexed when I type it, so I'm good. It knows that it's not indexing it, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. Anyway, this is Heidi Caswell here, WordPress 101 for Boomers.